apparently you can set to this GoPro turn on, GoPro record. It's bang ignorant, it is, honestly. It just ignores me totally. Anyway, good morning, I'm Mick Fogg. I do get fed up of saying this, but it's nice to know, innit? It's for new people. I'm an independent funeral director. I'm based in Sheffield and I absolutely love my vocation. So, what am I doing today? While I'm just going down Chadwick Road, I'm going to Darnall to see a family to do a funeral arrangement. Not unusual, you might say, that's what funeral directors do. Well, yeah, but difference is I'm taking a packet of biscuits and I'll not even go there, I'm not even going to go there. There's a difference anyway, but I'm not going to say it. So, Dave Emmingham and Dave Johnson is loading my trailer up with some wood that I had delivered off Dino the other day. Absolutely brilliant, top bloke. And I got 6 ton bags of wood for my farm, for my fire up there. It's a nice day in Sheffield now. It's 10 degrees. It's like a weather forecast channel, this, isn't it? And you don't want to know what weather's like, do you? I know you don't. You like, get on with something interesting. Talk about embalming fluid. Talk about formaldehyde and it causing cancer. I'm not going to talk about all that. God. If there's any painters and decorators out there, you'll know what I'm saying. If there's any plumbers out there or any bricklayers out there, you know what I'm saying. You don't go somewhere and I'm saying, Narin, what like a painter? Narin, is that emulsion or is it matte as a record? Is it, what paint do you use on that wall while you're having a drink? You're like, I'm not fucking bothered what paint you use on that wall. I just wanted to have a look at something there. That's Old Springwood pub. But I just needed to check some of that. It's just an idea I've had. So, anyway, I really enjoyed reading all your comments. I try to answer, as you know, I try to answer as many on YouTube as I possibly can and as many on TikTok as I possibly can. I can't always answer them straight away, obviously, but I always put a love heart or a thumbs up or whatever. So I acknowledge that if I've done that, I've read your comment, I've read it. I'll then think I'll get back to them and answer them. Somebody had put on today or yesterday, sorry, why does embalming fluid smell like Weetabix? Well, simple answer to that is I don't know. And they've put, every time I go past a funeral home near me, it smells of Weetabix. Well, that's not necessarily embalming fluid. It might be that they're having the breakfast. I don't know. It's a good question, but to me it doesn't smell like Weetabix. What does it smell like? We don't use formaldehyde anyway now, but it's got, I can't explain, it's a sweet type smell. That's what it smells to me like, but I can't say, oh, it smells like drumsticks. Doesn't smell like drumsticks. It's got a sweet type flowery smell, but that's got an underlying, it's like a fragrance thing, this, isn't it? But it's got an underlying aroma, let's say, of something else, and I don't know what it is. It's obviously chemicals that they use. So all embalming is it's a preservative to preserve the loved one. It doesn't stop decomposition. Realistically, nothing can stop it because it's nature. It's natural. Nature takes its course, choose what. So that was it. Somebody asked if we embalm. Yeah, we do embalm occasionally if we have to do. If a family requests it, we don't automatically, like a lot of people say, oh, and it includes embalming. Well, why? You don't have to be embalmed. You know, it can make people look better being embalmed because they put a pinking agent in it to make them look a little bit more, gives you a bit of colour. But there's other techniques and ways to do that without being embalmed. Embalming is not horrific, so they're not like chopping somebody up. It's done in a real, it's in a sterile environment, and embalmers out there will agree with me. It's done with the utmost dignity and respect at all times. The embalmers who I know, and I know quite a few, are usually fucking crackers. And I'm not being horrible to them, but they're the most weirdest people on this planet, embalmers. Seriously, I don't know what it... There are people who work in mortuaries who are a little bit weird, I think. They've got to be weird to want to do that, haven't they? Good Dave Hemmingham. They're lovely people, and I'm not slating anybody. They're absolutely... Some of my closest friends are they're embalmers, and the job that they do for industry is amazing. Absolutely. Do I want to be embalmed? Well, no, I don't actually. I'm not bothered. You know, it costs us out between 200 and 300 quid for embalming, and it's not a 10-minute job. It's not where they can, when you see what goes into it and how much care and everything goes into it and procedure that's done, you'll understand why it's 200 or 300 quid, because it's, well, it's roughly round about, I would say that they're 100 quid an hour, and everybody's like, oh my god, that's a right good wage. Well, some of the things that they have to do, it's not good, seriously. And then they're not on that, because then they've got tax to pay, you know, to keep the dingy people in accommodation. Mind you, pensions is paying for that at the moment, aren't they? Where they're taking that, Keir Starmer's taking that off them. Tosser, seriously. Oh, don't get me started. I'm not gonna. This ain't gonna be a morning blog. Don't worry. Yeah, indicate. Old people. So I'm standing for fraud at Darnell at the moment, and I'm heading down towards Balfour Carpets. Balfour Carpets is the best carpet place. If you live in Sheffield and you want carpets fitting, you want carpets to be purchased, seriously, there's a place at Woodhouse in Village. They're absolutely amazing. I've forgotten the name of them, but they're absolutely brilliant. If you live at Woodhouse End, go there. If you live down near this end of town, Sheffield, I recommend this place here, and it's called Balfour Carpets. They are amazing. Why are they amazing? Because they are. Because they did all our premises. They did all our old premises. I love. Brilliant, them. Absolutely brilliant company. I wouldn't use anybody else. See, that woman's used them for years. Brilliant company, Balfour Carpets. You can't get anybody better. Go to Balfour Carpets. Great shout out here. Great shout out for Balfour Carpets. Hey, there's some offcuts there, you know. So if you haven't got much and you want some offcuts, go around bike, there's some offcuts and some underlay. I didn't know that, I only just found that out myself. So I'm going. I'm almost at my arrangement. There used to be a care home down here called Sherlands, and when I were about 14, 15 at school, we used to come down from St John Fisher's, Knoll Park, and it always I once saw a gentleman dead in bed, and all like, and they were like, get that child out, this woman says. And I says, can't I just, no, you cannot watch him. He's passed away, this gentleman. And I says, well, shouldn't we be laying him out? No, come on. Ushering me out of place, obviously. Right, I'm going, everybody. Sherlands, I wonder if anybody remembers it. Bloody good care home it was, Sherlands. I think it's gone. Anyway, have a brilliant day. And I'll post some also. time is it? 11:58. Look after your sends. Thanks for liking. Press that button there, subscribe, press it. And if you've pressed it and you've subscribed, I want you to put a message on saying, I'm a subscriber, Michael, and put me a thumbs up, and then I shall put your comment on straight away as soon as I see it. And I'll subscribe to your channel. That's what I do, and then I'll like stuff that you put on. That's how I do it. One good turn deserves another. Look after your sends.